welcome to Office Hours at TradersPost for February 24th, 2026. I'm your host, Peter Hartman, part of the marketing team here at TradersPost. Very happy to be with you here today. We're always working to make Traders Post better day in and day out. Each week, we take a deep dive into all things Traders Post, answering your questions, gathering your feedback, and helping you get the most out of the best advanced trade execution engine available. To that end, we encourage you to submit your questions in the chat. We'll get to them by the end of the stream. Today's stream is brought to you by Blue Sky, the best in class prop firm that offers same day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. But we'll tell you more about them later. First, a little housekeeping. Top Step will be sunsetting Project X on February 28th. So if you head over to Project X website, which we'll find right over here, we can see the announcement on the page. Let me pull that up a little bit bigger so you can see that. After careful consideration, we've made the decision to wind down our Project X third-party service offering for most of our partners. We will continue supporting partners who are sunsetting the Project X offering through February 28th, 2026, and are working closely with each of them to ensure a smooth, professional transition. If you wish to continue using the platform as a trader, please visit topstep.com/topsecx to get started. Thank you. So there you have it, folks. So that's something to keep in mind. Top Step will be sunsetting Project X. I do want to remind you about a few things here on the Traders Post YouTube channel. There's a lot that's going on. We have Price Action Live, which takes place 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Tom Hartman and Mike Christensen, they trade the Open. Sometimes I join them. They trade the U.S. Open using Traders Post prop firm accounts, talking about the markets. If you like to learn about Traders Post, learn about trading, I highly recommend you watch the show. And if you are trading already, a fun place to connect with us so you can trade with others. We already have people in the chat who are trading with us. I'm the Cloth, Trey. We got a few other people there. I don't know why I'm not remembering the names off the top of my head, but we got a crowd that's coming and it's building and building, and we want you to join us. So if you're out there trading or you like trading content and you like to learn, come over to Price Action Live. Tuesday to Friday, 4 days a week, we trade the Open. All right, folks, we got a lot of questions to get to here today, so we're just going to dive right into it. Question number one. This question is from Joseph. I'm trying to use my indicator on TradingView. Everything is connected, but no trade signals are sent during replay. How can I fix this? Good question. Good question. Well, to answer your question, during replay, no signals are sent. So that's why you're not getting it. So it's good that you're testing out those signals. It's an important thing to do, but you cannot trigger alerts in replay mode on TradingView. All right. Thank you for that question, Joseph. Why is my Kindle bugging out on me here today? No worries. No worries. Next up, we've got a question from Dorothy. I have a TradingView alert that is not in JSON format. Can TradersPost reformat it into JSON format? Good question. That isn't done automatically. So, the short answer is no. However, to get you to where you need to be in order to get that properly formatted into JSON, I guess you could use AI. If you're the type of person to use AI, you can do that. You can also go over to, well, we have two options here. You can use intercom. So if I go over to our TradersPost dashboard, let's go here. Actually, show you full screen. At the bottom right corner here, we have intercom. And if you actually send in what you were wanting for your JSON, you can ask it and it can help you to format that JSON if you send a message to us here. However, the best way for you to do this is actually to build it by going over to the signal builder here. So if I go to, let's say, strategies or subscriptions, I click on the three dots, I go to submit signal. And right here on the left side, if you set what you want to do, so let's say it's a MNQ, and you want to exit, and you want it, let's stick with the default. Down here at the bottom, you're going to see the signal preview, and you're going to see the JSON properly formatted down there. So you can copy that and use that in your alerts or whatever you want to do there. So this signal, submit signal, once again, is on the strategies page. If you go to strategies and the three dots on the right side, you click on submit signal. It's also present under subscriptions. Click on the three dots, submit signal. And this will bring you to this dashboard here. You can enter the ticker, enter the action that you want to do, the type, and then at the bottom, you're going to see a preview of that JSON. You can copy and use that. Easy way in order to get that done. Far more surefire in this way than through Intercom, although that is an option there for you. Hope that answers your question, Dorothy. Thank you for that. Next up, how do I confirm that both strategy and subscriptions are on auto-enabled? Damien asks. All right, good question. How to see if they're enabled? Well, once again, we're going to go into TradersPost. If I go over here to my strategies page, so let me just refresh what the question is so I can be sure to answer it. How do I confirm that both strategy and subscriptions are enabled? So it's the same for both. So if I go here to my desktop, you're going to see this is my TradersPost interface. Over here, I have a list of my strategies, and I can see here that they're disabled or enabled. All right. The good thing here is that now we have this new ability. If you just click on here, you can actually enable or disable. You used to have to go into the settings, but now you can do it right there. So here I can see that it's disabled. For a strategy, I want to point you out here to this right pill where it says one subscription. So you can actually see how many subscriptions you have connected to your strategy. If I click on this, it could say one, it could say two, three, etc. If I click on that, on this page, I will see a full list of the subscriptions I have for that specific strategy. Why is this useful? Because not only can I go up here and enable my strategy, I can enable all the subscriptions in that strategy. So if I want to make sure that the subscriptions are also activated within that particular strategy, I can do that here by clicking on these as well. So, oh, I disabled it. Let me go back in here. My subscription. Actually, you know what? I'll do that here. Practice. Oh, I don't have to do that here for you. I don't have to do that here for you. So yeah, you can access them on the subscription or strategy page. You can see them listed here. Strategy, subscriptions, and you can see the subscriptions within a particular strategy. All right. Mikey Davis in the chat with a like drop. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Liking that. Good to see you, Mikey Davis. Were you in the markets today? Were you trading? How has life been for you? Very happy that you're here today. Thanks for watching. And yes, pay that like tax, folks. You think YouTube is free, but it's not. It costs one like. Hefty price, I know, but I'm sure you can afford it. All right, next question coming up is, will setting my strategy subscription to market order give me the fastest execution possible? This is a question from Vetti. Vetti, this is an excellent question, and I have an excellent answer for you right after a word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Blue Sky. If you're looking for a prop firm built for real traders and that's automation friendly, meet Blue Sky. And when you pair it with TradersPost, it just clicks. Blue Sky is a best-in-class prop firm with same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. They also offer launch plans starting at $49. And if you're a first-time subscriber, use coupon code WELCOME26 to get 50% off your launch plan. Get funded with Blue Sky, execute with TradersPost. Sign up today at bluesky.pro. That's BLUSKY.pro and plug in your edge. Trading involves risk. Use proper risk management. Will setting my strategy subscription to market order give me the fastest execution possible? Asks Vetti. No, it's the same speed. Whatever order you sent, it's going to be the same speed. A market order will not be faster than any other order. However, if you set a limit order, you might not get filled. All right, so that's not a TradersPost issue. That's if your order is going to be filled. So we'll give you the fastest execution possible. All of them are the same speed, right? Market order is not faster than anything else, but a market order you're filled at whatever price is right there, and a limit order is you're filled at the price that you are asking for. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Next up, Dennis asks, under the default subscription settings, I can choose things like trailing stop. But when I subscribe a strategy to the TradersPost paper account, under these settings, I cannot find the trailing stop option anymore. Why? Dennis, good question. When you go to the settings page, your subscription settings page, you're going to see the settings that are available for that particular broker. So the broker doesn't have that feature, doesn't have that ability, you're not going to see that setting. The TradersPost paper account does not have a setting for trailing stop. You cannot set that for the TradersPost paper account. The paper account on TradersPost is pretty pared down. So that's why you're not seeing a trailing stop on the settings page, because it's not available for that broker, which is the TradersPost paper broker. All right, hope that answers your question there. We just got a couple, we got about four more here. Uru, Uruj, that's a great name. How can I check my liquidation price at my broker in TradersPost? Good question. How can I check my liquidation price at my broker in TradersPost? Well, you can't. You can't because your liquidation price, we don't have access to the margin requirements of your broker, and those can change throughout the day, which will change your liquidation price. So because we don't have access, we don't have retail access to your broker's liquidation price and your margin price, we cannot check your liquidation price. It wouldn't be accurate because it can change. Okay, so that's why. So to answer your question, how can I check my liquidation price at my broker in TradersPost? You can't. Okay. Let me sure I'm not missing anything on that question here. Yeah, so liquidation price requires margin requirements of the broker, which can change. It's not available to us. Margin requirements is how much money they need to have in your account for whatever leverage position that you're on. All right. Mikey Davis in the chat is asking, I'm working on, no, he's not asking, he's telling us, I'm working on the Holy Grail. Oh, yes, I know this. The Holy Grail. Until I have the Holy Grail, I won't be taking trades. Mikey Davis, you work on that. So I'm guessing this is an automated strategy that you're working on. I like that. A lot of people working on the Holy Grail. Tom Hartman's working on the Holy Grail. I think you got to work on your process and staying out of the markets until you feel ready and confident. You have until you have something that you think will work for you. I think is a smart move. Question, Mikey: if you get the Holy Grail, will you be telling anybody about it? I've heard mixed things about this. Tom tells me that if everybody knows about your strategy, if it comes, I asked Tom, I said, why aren't the best strategies known to everyone? I mean, you have all these people in the market. Why is it that we don't already know the best way to trade? And he told me, if I remember correctly, that once a way of trading becomes known, then other people find ways to trade against it. And then it becomes no longer king of the hill. So I guess you're going to want to keep your Holy Grail to yourself. But, if you want to send me a DM or something, if you want to just, fill me in there, I'd be happy to hear about it. Good job on you, Mikey. Hope you're learning things on TradersPost, especially Blueprint, to help you with that Holy Grail or wherever you're learning it. Doesn't matter where. Okay. What do we got next here? David asks, can I have one strategy that two brokers look at via one webhook? I want futures and equities in one strategy. All right. Can I have one strategy that two brokers look at via one webhook? I want futures and equities in one strategy. Actually, this is a two-part question. I'm going to answer this in two parts. So the first part, can I have one strategy that two brokers look at via one webhook? Yes, you can. You can have one strategy connected to multiple brokers via one webhook. However, you can't mix asset classes. So futures and equities, you can't mix them together. The brokers, the signal has to go through on the same asset for both brokers or for the multiple brokers. So first part, yes. Second part, no. Now, to connect a strategy to a broker, it needs to have the same asset class. What you can do at your signal source is set up two signals sent to two different webhooks. So at your signal source, you can split it up into two and then send that to two separate webhooks, but it won't go into one webhook. All right. Mikey Davis is answering here regarding his Holy Grail. I would keep it proprietary to just a few. Smart thinking, smart move. Yes, you can't tell anyone what it is because they tell everyone else, and your signal becomes crowded and it crumbles under its own weight. The curse of success. I get you. Well, you keep it to yourself, but share pictures of you in your Lamborghini, and then we'll know you got something. Then we'll know. All right. Is it fun working on your Holy Grail? I hope it's fun. Like, is it fun to like tinker? Do you find that part of trading a fun thing to do? I know Tom does. I'm going to be working on automated strategy right now. I'm just learning and getting the basics down and figuring out all the little details so I can be of benefit to the Traders Post community. But learning how to build an automated strategy, I think, is going to be the way to go. Because me, with my finger on the button, clicking things on the trading chart, I got to tell you, I don't know if I'm built for that. Okay. I don't know that I'm built for that. There are TV shows I can't watch because they're too exciting, too thrilling to get my mojo going, and I can't handle it. All right. Sometimes I'll rewatch movies and TV shows just so I can have a break so my heart can calm down. Some of us are just built different, broken, wrong. Okay. We don't got much to go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Next question is Wilbur asks, does Traders Post support Canadian citizens? Oh, Canada, our home and I'm Canadian. Yes. Well, we support everyone. Traders Post doesn't provide any restrictions when it comes to region. However, brokers have restrictions when it comes to region. So I don't have access to all the brokers. But I do have access to Traders Post. So does Traders Post support Canadian citizens? You bet your bottom dollar it does. We support everybody. But the broker you want to use may not support Canadian citizens, and that's what you've got to look at. Thank you for that question, Wilbur. Dorothy asks, another one from Dorothy. How do I code a flatten all for a particular instrument so that any open or pending orders are all closed? All right, I'm going to answer this here. Here we go. Actually, I have the answer right here for you. There it is. There's your code. Ticker, SPY, action, exit, sentiment, flat. That'll take you out. That'll take you out. All right. There we have it, folks. I think that's the end of that. Let me just check here if there's something you can provide up there. Yeah, there we go. So that's that for office hours. I see in the chat our friend Mikey says it's fun to wake up. It's fun to wake up and sucks having to go back to sleep. That's how fun it is. Ah, you found something for yourself, Mikey. That's the key to life right there. Eager to get up and wake up in the morning and jump into whatever you're working on, and torture to go back to sleep. That's the sweet spot of life. I got to tell you that you found a purpose, you found something exciting. Like Elon Musk says, you need a reason to be excited for the future, and I can see why this might be one for you. What I realize is there is only one challenge in trading. That is, how do you filter noise around a fixed size range? If you can solve that problem, you have created your holy grail. I was going to ask you for a little clue as to the direction you're going in. And this is smart. I know noise is a huge problem when it comes to trading. It comes up the works. And if you can filter that out, then you've got it made in the shade. At least that's what I hear. Thank you, Mikey Davis, for cluing us in, for letting me know. And thank you to everybody out there who's watching in the interwebs line. Remember to like and subscribe to this content. Tons of stuff happening on the Traders Post channel. More interviews coming on alphas very, very soon. So you definitely want to go and check out previous episodes and get subscribed so you get notified for more. We've got Blueprint. We've got After Hours. We've got Price Action Live. We've got tutor sessions later today with Trevor, who teaches you how to use TradersPost. There's so much happening here on this platform. We're here for you. If you like it, like and subscribe, share it with a friend if you find it helpful. But at the end of the day, all I got to tell you is here at TradersPost, we wish you, as always, happy trading. Bye, folks.